All right. Hello and welcome to the Kinky
recording?
Bookshelf. Yeah, I'm recording.
Oh,
You think I'm gonna get up and down 17 times?
I didn't know you had.
I am fat and lazy.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
I'm Lavender.
I'm Crimson.
And welcome to the chaos of the Kinky Bookshelf.
Yeah.
We are now recording. No.
Yeah.
Reviewing.
Oh. Yeah. Reviewing Losers Part 1. So, this happens after the dare.
Yeah, a couple of years after.
And just like the dare, it is mainly spice.
I will say it took me a little longer to get into it because, like I said in the last video, there's a couple years difference in the books, and I wasn't anticipating that. And the FMC.
Sometimes she gets on my nerves for a large majority of book one.
Yeah.
For a lot of book one,
It's
she's
very
annoying.
much she's trying to save her high school reputation, which is not necessarily a great one.
She was
kind of a bratty bitch.
yeah, like.
However, it was good. And I will say one of my biggest triggers in books is when the male main character is a mechanic, so I was kind of surprised
I love me. Anyways,
that I was able to...
I love me a good blue collar man.
I'm not complaining about a blue collar man. I was specific.
I know, you were specifically talking about mechanics. I just like a man that's good with his hands. Anyways.
I'm gonna drink my Comfort Coke Zero.
So, just like the dare, this is also steamy.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Do we want me to read the content?
Yes. I got through it real fast.
Alright. Content note. Some content within this novel may be disturbing or triggering for some readers. Reader discretion is advised. Subjects, I'm struggling now.
Subjects?
Include mental illness, trauma, childhood abuse, physical and emotional, body shaming by a parent to their child, parental rejection, bullying, instances of homophobia/biphobia, and discussions of suicide. This book contains graphic sexual scenes and sequences of BDSM, graphic violence, and strong language. Any character depicted in a sexual scene is at least 18 years of age. This book should not be used as a reference guide for safe BDSM practices. Some activities depicted herein contain significant risk of injury and bodily harm. With all the sexual scenes depicted are consensual, and some scenes depict CNC, consensual non-consent, role-playing, other kinks including erotic degradation and humiliation, bondage, electrostimulation, domestic violence, impact play, knife play, bodily fluids, including blood, public play, pain play, voyeurism, and pet play. Please be aware that this list is not non-exhaustive. It's not everything in it. I just struggled. That was just some. I will say one of my favorite things about the Losers duet was that they mentioned munches.
They did! I was really excited.
That was like one of my favorite, and it seems like a little thing.
Yeah, but like that's a big, like,
it's a big deal.
as someone who's a part of the kink community, like, it was so nice to, like, see,
I can neither confirm or deny.
like, words used appropriately and, like, things talked about in a super respectful manner. So it was good. Shout out for that. Because a lot of books don't do kink justice.
No, it is all about like the fun part of it and not about the inclusive part. Not that like the munches aren't fun, but
The
it's,
aftercare?
yes.
The
That's upside down.
The aftercare in the duet alone is so good.
Yes.
And like to see them actually doing aftercare is nice because you don't always see that a lot.
And it wasn't just aftercare for Jess.
No, it was for everyone.
It was for everyone, which is important. Like, it's
Yeah, like-
not just, it talks about sub drop, it talks about drom dop.
Yeah, like
It talks about a lot more than most
it covers
spicy
a
books.
lot more ground than a lot of other spicy books.
And it is no hate to other authors because I
just think
I think it's important that to know that this one goes
done research has gone into these books.
And I cannot wait to read Her Soul Take by Harley Laurel. I don't know if we're gonna read that together, but I want to read that.
And if so, book one, if I had to pick between my 4 boys, going off the Darren book one alone, I would say Manson.
I agree with it.
I have said nothing about part 2.
I will say that if I had to pick between part 1 and part 2 is my favorite.
Yeah.
Just annoys me less.
Because she's like come into it. She's accepted like, yeah, like this is who I am, and it's not anyone else's fucking business.
Yeah.
Like, leave me alone. Let me do me.
For us, it's y'all's business because we're choosing to share our business on the internet.
Talk about whatever on the internet. It's only there forever.
Do you want to pick a random page and read this time? Because I struggled. Alright, how many stars would you give this one? And I don't think it's as spicy as the Dare, so I'd say it's like
I go
3.5, 4 chili peppers.
I go 4.
And I would say like I think this one's a 4-star for me. Just really annoyed me some, which is okay. Character growth. She grows.
Is this in?
I don't know.
Oh, when they're in the woods. Okay, so
the fact that I could remember any of this book when this is what I was listening to walking around downtown Italy is amazing to me.
The barn doors were wide open, allowing him enough space to drive the WRX inside. Sunlight fell in pale beams through the old boards, dust motes swirling in the light as Vincent cut the engine but left some music to keep playing. He settled back in his seat, looking at me with a smile that spoke of wicked things. I thought you were going to piss yourself by the way you were screaming back there, he teased, and I shoved his shoulder. I wasn't scared, I said confidently. I'm braver than you think. He caught my wrist and held it, keeping me drawn closer. You've got me there. I should have known you were brave with those nipple piercings of yours. Not even Lucas is brave enough to get that done. Considering Lucas shoved a needle...
Oh, hold on, my dad's calling.
I was at the end of my paragraph.
Sorry, my dad called.
Considering Lucas shoved a needle through his dick, I doubt he'd have a problem getting his nipples pierced, I said. Vincent leaned toward me, his smirking mouth hovering dangerously close to mine as he held my wrist captive. Anyways, she's talking about Lucas's pierced dick.
I don't know why I did that.
What was that? Bless.
Alright. I really liked the audiobook again, and it was...
I like their voices.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
Jacqueline Kelso is the female narrator.
Jay Tipstone.
Double check that.
I think that's right.
It's something like that.
I think that's right. Yeah, Jay Tipstone.
Cool.
I was right. Look at me.
Look at us.
Look at me go.
We should probably just like write that down for our next videos, like the names of the narrators, so we're not just.
You right. That's real smart.
I have my moments. All right.
Yeah.
We need to record for it.
Okay.
No, I mean about this. But I'm drawing a blank. My brain is not functioning. Because now I've mentioned Italy and I just keep thinking about that really shitty Chinese food I got in Italy.
Oh, so this is when Jess first gets with the boys after all the years, right?
Yes.
She comes back and they're like, oh my god, it must be fate. And she made a deal with the devil.
That is, in fact, what she did. She agrees to be there. Okay, I'm gonna say something that really pissed me off. As the wife of a mechanic, if you do not change your fucking oil, I'm judging you. I was so irate. Spoiler warning.
Is that really... Her fucking up her car is not really a spoiler.
She went like 6 years without changing her oil.
I don't even know how her car was functioning and why nobody told her.
It wouldn't have been functioning. It was, what, a BMW?
Yeah.
It would not have been functioning.
Nobody told her she needed an oil change?
She did it 6 months after she got the car when she was 16. The car would not have been functioning. End of story.
She would have been dead. It wouldn't have even lasted that long. But... she makes a deal with the devil.
I think she got out pretty cheaply on it, honestly. Because
I think she came out on the winning end of that.
An engine for a Beamer is not a cheap thing.
I mean...
and we're talking like a 2016 Beamer.
I mean, I think she paid for it.
I'm not saying she didn't pay for it, but I think she came out cheaply.
I mean, I think she came out... it was a deal. It was the deal of the century, but...
I don't think she came out on top. Quite literally.
I mean, but, you know.
Either way, that part pissed me off. Sorry, Harley LaRoe. I understand why you did it, but how do you not?
But I also like that they weren't trying to, like, keep her trapped. Like, she wasn't some doll.
True.
They taught her to, like, change her fucking oil, bro. So this don't happen again.
It won't happen again.
Even though she has, like... four mechanics now, but there's no reason she should ever have to do any of the own work on her car.
Yeah. You had a bone right there.
It's not the same though.
So, I really like, and there is sword crossing in this book.
There is.
There is. I really like the dynamics in the book.
Yeah. So who do you like together? Like the boys, who do you like together more?
Okay, so I'm having trouble remembering which one. I'm thinking Lucas and Vincent.
Lucas and Vincent.
Yeah, Lucas and Vincent.
Yeah. There. I love Manson, but like...
I do too. But Lucas and Vincent.
Yeah, Lucas and Vincent like have the cutest, like...
they're dynamic.
It's precious and I love them. And
it's my favorite.
Vincent is also super just delicious.
Yeah. I really would like some not safe for work art.
Oh.
Should look into that.
But,
and then I can have you help me put together my not safe for work art photo album. Which so far looks like a hot mess because I've done it.
Now you are really not that most creative.
I am not. Hi, I'm writing a book.
You're really, like, not the most creative, and sometimes I'm just, like, I'm very confused.
I can write. Visually, not my thing.
But overall, book was great.
Yeah. Part 2 is definitely my favorite in it, and we will record that one this week.
Yeah, because,
somebody forgot the book.
The book is not in the car I'm driving right now.
So... if this is a book you were looking into, definitely check triggers. I highly recommend it.
I do. I would recommend the whole series.
And if you're watching...
I actually have recommended the series this week.
Who did you recommend it to?
Someone on the internet.
Huh. Sorry, he was making sounds.
He was making noises.
They were annoying me.
Gross mouth noises.
I'm Lavender.
I'm Crimson.
This has been our review of The Losers Part 1.
Have a great day.